Street food in Istanbul. Communities like Sirkeci and Eminönü surround Sultanahmet, Istanbul's most well-known tourist destination. Istanbul's contemporary side, Beyoğlu, is home to areas including Galata, Karaköy, Taksim Square, and Istiklal Street. You may easily locate eateries frequented by locals by deviating from the tourist trails while exploring these districts. In this video, you can see street cuisine in the center of Beyoğlu on Istiklal Street as well as in the neighborhood eateries of Sirkeci and Eminönü, which are close to Sultanahmet. The cost of Turkish street cuisine in Istanbul ranges from 50 cents to $5. Naturally, sweet corn, bagels, and chestnuts are the least expensive selections. Rice, mussels, and kumpir, baked potatoes, are priced in the middle. The priciest street cuisine in Turkey is meat-based. The tastiest selections include kokorek, koft, and dona, despite being more pricey. In general, eating street food in Istanbul is safe. But be cautious while purchasing inexpensive meat products. Sandwiches with beef, poultry, or fish start at around 80 Turkish liras, or $3 US. Doner kebab in Istanbul. Doner kebab is the most often consumed street cuisine. Historic locations often have the tastiest doner shops. Karadeniz Doner in Beşiktaş is one of them. I advise you to select the packed neighborhood eateries in areas like Sultanahmet, Eminönü, Beşiktaş, and Üsküdar, where you can't even get a seat. Some of the best spots in Istanbul for a quick and delicious dinner are Azam Usta, Karadeniz Doner, in Beşiktaş and Dönerci Zahin Usta near the Grand Bazaar. You may have observed that in Istanbul, distinct areas are associated with particular street foods. These locations have one thing in common: they're near ferry ports. Rush hour brings a busy crowd of residents to these sites. Istanbul residents are aware that the best spots for street food may be found close to the boats. Because of this, you may discover regional specialties at Kadıköy and Üsküdar on the Asian side of Istanbul and in Karaköy, Eminönü, and Beşiktaş on the European side. Giblet enthusiasts frequently choose kokorek, and you may sample both the Istanbul and Izmir styles. The most well-known location for kokorek is Gala Kokorek, which may be found in Sirkeci, just next to the famous post office building. You may also try Merkin Kokorek and Champion Kokorek, which are located on Istiklal Street in the Beyoğlu Fish Market. When visiting Istanbul, the majority of visitors stay close to Taksim Square. Istiklal Street is a great location to sample Istanbul's must-try street cuisine, and Taksim Square is easily accessible on foot from there. Simit, bagel. In Istanbul, simit plays a significant role in daily life. Many people may be seen eating breakfast with simit on Istanbul's historic ferries as well as the city's streets. Simit pairs quite nicely with cheese spread and Turkish tea. The majority of street bagel vendors stuff cheese, tomatoes, and green peppers into the bagel, making it a delicious combo. You can request your bagel combined with Nutella if you're a dessert person. Keep in mind that seagulls love simit. If you're on a boat, share your simit with seagulls. Some of the well-known simit shops in Istanbul are Sicdem Pastanesi in Sultanahmet, Tarihi Karaköy Galata Simitçisi in Karaköy, Tarihi Harbiye Firini in Sicily, and Tarihi Bogazkasan Firini in Cihangir. Lahmacun, known as Turkish pizza, is one of the most liked street meals. This explains why there are many lahmacun eateries in each of the city's districts. Different recipes are used to make lahmacun in different regions of Turkey. Every city has its own unique style of lahmacun, including Antep, Urfa, and Adana, which are renowned for their kebab specialties. Delicious lahmacun is served at Hocapaşa Pidecisi and Ziya Sark Sofrası, which are very close to the train station. Also Nizam Pide in Taksim, which is off of Istiklal Street, offers mouth-watering lahmacun. On the Asian side, nevertheless, there are more possibilities for lahmacun in Kadikoy. Among the well-known ones are Borsum Tasfirin and the well-known Siya Sifrasi. You can find fish sandwiches, balık ekmek, all across Istanbul. However, Eminönü Pier is the first spot that springs to mind when the residents think of fish sandwiches. Eating fish sandwiches beside the fish boats that line Eminönü's waterfront is a delightful experience. You may eat your fish sandwich while perched on the street-side chairs, gazing up at the Galata Tower. Many fish restaurants under the Galata Bridge provide tables where you may eat in a formal setting while enjoying mouth-watering mackerel. The two most visited tourist areas in Istanbul, Taksim and Sultanahmet, are both easily accessible by foot from Galata Bridge. As an alternative, try the delectable, although run-down, eatery serving balık ekmek beside the Bosphorus. Stuffed mussels, midye dolma, a famous street snack in Istanbul, consists of mussels filled with currants, pine nuts, and herbed rice. Though you may also find some well-established stores, you can always locate street vendors selling this delectable cuisine. Two well-known chains, Mercan Kokorek and Champion Kokorek, are situated in tourist areas. These stores are located in the fish markets of Kadikoy, on the Asian side, and Beyoğlu, near Taksim Square. Rice with chickpeas and chicken day or night, pilav is an inexpensive street meal that is available throughout Istanbul. The back alleyways of the historic neighborhoods are the best spots in Istanbul to get pilaf. Among these hidden treasures is Meşhur Tahtakale Pilavcısı, which is close to the Spice Bazaar. We can assure you that the mix of ayran, a Turkish yogurt drink, and pilaf here will appeal to you. If you're searching for something distinctive, Tarihi Kalkanoglu Pilavcısı seems like a wonderful choice. Try the pilaf here with either beans or fried meat. It's also important to note that butter and broth are used to prepare the pilaf here. Tarihi Kalkanoglu Pilavcısı has branches in Beyoğlu, which is close to Madame Tussauds Istanbul, and Kadikoy, which is on the Asian side of Istanbul. In addition to pilaf, they also provide soup, sautéed beef, and sautéed chicken. Among the many Turkish street food alternatives, pilav is among the healthiest and most enjoyable. Meatball sandwich, the most tasty and practical street food in Istanbul, is called köfte ekmek. On the days when the neighborhood football teams play, you may see the vendors selling meatball sandwiches. They may be found anywhere there are people congregating, such as along the Bosphorus beach. The Istanbul leg of renowned food blogger Mark Wiens' journey starts with köfte ekmek. What a delicious way to begin a video on street food. Try Köfteci Hüseyin if you're staying in Beyoğlu. It's only a short stroll from Taksim Square. Visit Hokkapasa Street, which is close to the Sirkeci tram station, if you're staying in Sultanahmet. There are two meatball restaurants in Hokkapasa that are close to each other, Filibey Köftecisi and Namli Rumeli Köftecisi. Try the Express İnegöl Köftecisi, which is close to the fish market in Kadikoy, if you're staying on the Asian side. I can see that köfte ekmek holds a particular place in the hearts and minds of Istanbul residents. The grills of the vendors offering meatball sandwiches released a delightful aroma. Istanbulites, therefore, are unable to resist this delicious Turkish street cuisine. Kumpir is one of the emblems of Ortaköy, a neighborhood on the Bosphorus. There are obviously a ton of stores where you can get this delectable treat. Baked potatoes, or kumpir, are stuffed with your choice of toppings and baked in a special oven with butter and goat cheese. Russian salad, bulgur salad, mushrooms, peas, hot dogs, corn, red cabbage with yogurt, sliced olives, ketchup, and mayo are a few things you may add to your baked potato. Simply order your kumpir from one of the many Ortaköy businesses, relax on a seat, and take in the views of the Bosphorus and the Ortaköy Mosque. You may go to Bebek after dining in Ortaköy and have coffee like the locals do. Moist hamburger. One of the other unique flavors of Istanbul is the Islak, moist, burger. Islak hamburgers are sold in a variety of stores on Saraselvila Street, in Beyoğlu. Istanbul's nightlife relies heavily on the street cuisine known as Islak hamburger, which is offered all around Taksim Square. A unique sauce is drizzled over a steamed burger, resulting in a moist burger. This burger has spicy burger meat and a lot of butter in it. As a result, it's an interesting burger variety that's worthwhile to try. You must have this wet burger at Kızılkayala if you are in Taksim. Corn, grilled or boiled, is another significant component of Istanbul's street food culture. People in Istanbul like eating sweet corn on the streets, whether it is boiled, grilled, or, as has lately gained popularity, in a cup. Corn seems like a fantastic choice to make if you're feeling peckish while browsing the stores in Spice Bazaar or if you want to grab a snack in Sultanahmet. In summary, I attempted to expose you to the most well-known street dishes in Istanbul in this video. Of course, this is only a tiny sample of the cuisine Istanbul has to offer visitors. However, these meals are excellent as an introduction to Turkish cuisine for visitors who are visiting the city for the first time. To savor the greatest Turkish cuisine, you may plan your own exclusive food trip. The Istanbul Private Street Food Tour, which is a walking tour, covers the most fascinating area in Istanbul. While strolling and savoring your local cuisine, you will be able to explore popular tourist attractions. The tour's link is in the description below. I hope the video was enjoyable for you. Istanbul is waiting to feed you.